各位家长、学生，大家好，我是 Janet 老师，是美国认证的大学咨询师，辅导学生初高中的规划以及大学和私立高中的申请。今天我们讲座的主题是斯坦福的计算机专业的本科学生 Valerie 和大家分享她的高中活动。本讲座一共30分钟。大学评估学生呢，主要是分为2大板块，第一个是成绩部分，第二个是非成绩部分。成绩部分呢，包含我们所说的 GPA、SAT、AP。除此之外呢，成绩部分还包含大学非常看重的课程的难易度，比如说学生修的是 AP 呀，还是 Honor 课程，还有很多细节，比如说成绩的曲线等。成绩部分呢是最重要的因素，因为大学招生官一看学生的学业部分，也就是 academic profile 是否达到大学的要求，如果达到了，然后进入第2轮的审阅，如果达不到的话，那么在 academic profile 方面可能就达不到学校的要求。非成绩类的因素呢，在大学申请中到底有多么重要，这取决于学生申请的大学。比如说学生如果是将来想申请UIUC 啊、伊利诺伊香槟大学这一类的学校呢，非成绩类的并不是特别重要。如果将来学生想申请 Emory 啊、塔夫茨啊、Tufts 约翰霍普金斯啊、Cornell 康奈尔这一类的大学呢，非成绩类的因素很重要。那么对于申请斯坦福啊、哈佛啊、MIT 这一类的学生呢，非成绩类的因素至关重要，因为学校无法依靠成绩部分来区分学生。对于高中规划来说呢，当然是越早越好。首先这个美国的高中的课程有一个 sequence， 有一个先后的这个因素。那么现在对11年级学生来说呢，其实大学申请的前期准备工作已经开始。举个例子，就是大学名单的制定，现在都已经应该有初步名单的制定，然后有后备工作。好，接下来呢，我们就有请Valerie 来谈一下她的高中的活动。
Yes, so in the summer between 11th and 12th grade, I worked at Intel, and this was a high school program that my hometown, so Portland, Oregon, had. So they allow me to apply and work at Intel as a software developer intern. So it's good for work experience, and I think that Stanford definitely looks highly upon any kind of work, real life industry experience because Stanford is so close to Silicon Valley. That summer I was at RSI, so that's a summer program at MIT that allows high school students to do summer research, and I was working in materials science and biophysics, so it was a good exposure to research, like the more academic side of things.
在这里我想补充一下，其实 RSI 现在在中国的北京也有下校，不同于美国的 RSI 下校是全部免费的，中国的 RSI 下校呢也是招收的顶级学生，不过是要收费的。
Yeah, so when I did RSI it was in 2014, and we at the time we had 50 US students, so about on average one from each state. But obviously some states like California and New York had multiple students, but 50 overall. So, and then there were 30 international students at the time. There may now be, I think there are more branches now, like in Beijing. There's also, I think, some in other countries as well, but when I did it in the US, it was 50 from the US, 30 from international, which made it very selective. So there was an involved application process where you would apply and you need recommendations and so from teachers, write some essays. So they were really looking for like the interest in science research and math and engineering, and that was what the application was trying to understand.
像 RSI 这样竞争激烈的下校呢，被藤校录取是100%的保证的，因为 RSI 出来的学生都是这些美国藤校竞相追逐的学生。每年的12月份到1月份是申请下校的一个非常非常的黄金时期，因为拿 UC Cosmos 这个下校来说，1月4号开始，2月4号截止，然后下校的申请呢，其实就等于大学申请，因为稍微好一点的下校基本上都是2篇文章或者是更多的文章写作文，然后呢有2封老师的推荐信，因为你要求老师给你写推荐信的话，你肯定要给老师提供你的简历，给老师提供你的 brag sheet， 这样老师写的推荐信才会更有说服力，有更多的细节。除此之外呢，好一点的下校也要求学生提供标化成绩啊、成绩单呢。总而言之，好一点的下校是一个大学申请的预演，越早申请对学生越有好处，因为学生的作文会越写越好，老师的推荐信也会越写内容越多。
Yeah, so the way that Intel ISEF worked for me was first you start at the school level. So my high school would send a number of students to the local science fair. So you start at the local science fair level. So for me, that was the city in Oregon in the United States where I'm from. So go to the local science fair, and then from the local science fair, they will select a few, like 3 students to go to ISEF. So that's how it worked for me. So you need to go to the science fair, present your research, and then they select based on that. So, and then ISEF is a science fair. It's an international science fair. And to describe a little bit more about what it is, a student will conduct science or engineering or mathematics research for up to a year before they enter a local science fair, which then can qualify them for ISEF. And then the way that the judging works, right, how they determine the awards and the finalists, is a series of judges approach your presentation board over the course of a day. So you take 1 day or 2 days to do this, and they will ask questions about your research and really determine what kind of advances you have made in the field, and understand that also they're seeking to understand the scientific and mathematical rigor with which you think and operate. So it's a very inclusive, I guess all-encompassing competition, the science fair, that tests people's research and presentation and scientific reasoning abilities.
在这里边我想补充几句话，因为高中规划的一个技术方面的活儿就是要每年1到2月份的课程选择。课程选择其实是很有讲究的，因为不仅要根据学生的兴趣呀、学生目前的成绩呀来选择课程。如果学生有的时候需要参加某种竞赛呀，那么这些课程呢就需要晋级。有的时候学生呢他可能将来想报考某个专业呀，所以课程选择呢要考虑到方方面面的因素。像 Valerie 他这种参加 ISEF 这种竞赛的，他这课程肯定要提前晋级才能参加这样的竞赛。
Yes, so when I did Google Science Fair in 2013, it was completely, like the whole process up to the finals was completely online. So you would go into the application, fill out from start to finish, describe your research all the way from why you started this research to what the methods that you took, the kinds of thinking that you go through, and then finally describe your findings and summarize your conclusions. And then they had a semifinals round where they interviewed me. So that was like they wanted to interview me to determine they interview in the semifinals to determine who goes to the finals, which was at the time at the Google headquarters in Mountain View. So they interviewed me and I made it to the finals. And then in the finals, that's 15 students from all age groups. So that was, I think, 3 age groups, 5 students per age group. So you want to be careful about which age group you enter in, because obviously as students get older, it becomes the age groups become more and more competitive, and there are still the same number of people that from each age group. So yes, it was 15 students. And it was a great time, good and very selective in the finals, very intense. And at the finals, it was fairly similar to ISEF in the kinds of questions they were asking us and the kinds of activities that we needed to do to demonstrate our research and our scientific thinking. So after the first 2 rounds, the final round was just like ISEF.
谈到 Google Science Fair， 我想补充2点。第一点呢 ，Google Science Fair 是接受国际学生的，所以不仅有美国的高中的学生，也有来自世界各地高中的学生，所以国际学生是可以参与的。第二点呢，我想谈一下公立高中和私立高中的差别。拿这个旧金山南湾做个例子，像哈克呢，专门有老师 mentor 来辅导学生参加各种各样不同的 science fair， 包含 Google Science Fair。这个 application alone 是非常繁琐，很多的细节，所以有 coach辅导当然会很有益处。那么公立高中的学生呢，很多情况下就要自己来找资源。从这一点呢，大家就可以看出来公立高中和私立高中的这个资源的差别。拿南湾另外一所高中 Bellarmine， 他们的 First Robotics 的 mentor 啊，就是 NASA 的工程师。
Janet， 我一般呢是跟家长说，第一次见面免费，但是要学生一起来，一般1个小时左右，看学生和家长还有我的互动情况了。之后呢，我就会把合同发给他们，或者他们回去想要求，如果觉得可以，就要求我发合同。再一次见面就是签订合同，讲之后的打算了。有少数的情况，如果一个家里面有2个、3个，适龄的就在读书的小孩子，可能都需要 counseling， 那我可能会跟，如果我内向不是很忙的话，我可能会单独的跟家长见一面，或者有的时候有2、3个家长，就是2家的家长是一起来的，我有可能跟他们见面，这是这样子。
This one is a good question. It's different for almost everybody that at school that I've ever talked to. But in my high school, there were actually no AP courses. So I and a few other of my friends had to go and study these tests, the AP exams, on our own. So I ended up taking 8 of those AP exams. But because my school did not provide AP, that was all like you had to study on your own. So if your school does provide AP, then absolutely just take as many as you can, so long as you're interested in the class.
在这里呢，我想补充一点 ，Valerie 说她是在高中期间自学了8门 AP。 所以这个是很有力度的。我想补充一点是什么呢？大学呢是按照不同的高中来评审学生，所以像有的高中呢就是刻意设定一些课程，比如说学生只有到11年级才能学 AP 课程，即使是在这样的学校，有一些比较拔尖的学生，他们也会通过不同的方式来学 AP。总而言之，大学呢是 review application by high school。